Who's got their bets on what? I think Kaisa's just winning again, and we'll have a single tournament in China that has not been won by Kaisa. Only once.
You think it's gonna be Kaisa or Yi today?
I think Kaisa's gonna win.
Okay, we've got Guangzhou was Kaisa. Beijing was Kaisa. Chongqing was Kaisa.
And the last one.
Hangzhou was Yi. Yep.
And this is Kaisa or Yi. I'm going Kaisa. I think Kaisa's got it.
I'm going with Kaisa.
I haven't seen the Yi player play, and this Kaisa has been playing really, really well. So I would say Kaisa, based on the player, not necessarily the deck.
Okay.
Percy, would you?
I feel like I have to vote for Yi because you guys.
You gotta go contrarian. You gotta go against everybody.
Well, like I just feel like yes, you always everyone needs somebody in the corner.
No, I mean I look, I respect it. I respect it because then also if Yi wins, you get to make fun of all of us. So really, the stakes are
Also, I'm the dazzling Yi hater in the comms. I don't know if it is the dazzling Yi, but I'm just saying. So I feel like I gotta stick to my guns. You guys hate Kaisa. I hate Yi. I think Yi's gonna win.
Wait, I love Kaisa.
I was gonna say who said I hate Kaisa?
Hate as in you guys think that it's OP. It's the better deck.
You know what? She is a better deck. She is good.
And that's why I'm picking Yi.
Yeah, that's
why I'm picking Yi.
Yeah.
I like it.
Alan, I don't know if we've seen this guy on camera yet, so I'm not 100% sure what version of Yi it is.
Alan, to my knowledge, is the first person to ever say that Kaisa was good because, like, the card had like the day that it was ever revealed, Alan was like, "Yeah, this is broken," without seeing any of the other cards.
Oh, you just saying we saw him earlier? Yeah, it's Rampy then. So no, no Aurora. It is Eggplant Yi.
Let's do it. It's time for the Eggplant for you guys to see the light of Eggplant.
All right, there's a Mega Zero's deck. Does have the beams in the board, but it is not Aurora. They will not matter. Main deck 2-time Warp 2 Rain.
One back.
He is playing. So we saw a lot of the Kaisas playing actually 3 of Kaisa Survivor. Like this has been a thing that I've seen from a lot of different Kaisas is like different numbers of Survivor. Mega Zero is on the 1 Kaisa Survivor train. That's what Prismat was doing as well in his win at Rift Lab.
Yeah. 2 Rains main deck for the Kaisa. Oh.
Yep, it was a no Void Seeker main deck as well. 2 in the sideboard.
Yep, makes sense. This here looks very interesting. 1 Dead Bloom in main, by the way.
Whoa.
1 Rune Prison. Very interesting. 1 Sabotage, a lot of 1-ups. 1 Confronts.
3 Kiana main.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think Kiana's bad.
Yeah. It's just neat that she's back. A lot of players were not playing her for a little bit in these like Eggplant versions, right? Like she was kind of one of the things that got the axe for the ramp cards to come in. So definitely like gonna be nice for the Kaisa matchup to have those back in.
The one of Confront is sweet too.
Also, especially since like Void Seeker's getting the axe, that was a card that like directly could go into a Kiana for the 4 damage.
Yep.
Now there's like more awkward breakpoints. Have to try and kill her with unit combat, which you wanted to do anyway, to be fair, but. Let me see if there's still Silver Scrapes going. There is. Okay.
Is Silver Scrapes the thing?
Yep.
Okay, I'll let you know because I have it running on my side.
Yeah, I think you're safe on Twitch.
Yeah, I mean, I have all my VODs like just
I see.
I don't show them immediately no matter what, so it's not like a big deal for me. Oh. What happened to the battle song? They did walk out a while ago, I feel like. I'm just going to state that real quick.
No, you're right. Going walkouts to like 8 minutes of other things happening before they play is kind of crazy.
But it's just
Yeah.
a long walk. You got to get your cardio in.
Oh,
Literally.
I complained perfect timing. Never mind.
Replay of the
Never mind.
walkout. Replay
Replay
of a
walkout.
quarter of the walkout.
They're like, we'll replay it and then start. That way there's no time in between. You saw nothing. This is the first time.
They've been walking for so long.
They time warped the walk. Get it? I'm gonna be single forever. These jokes.
He's putting together his Millennium Puzzle.
Literally. The eye.
But he's Kaiba. Guys, he's Kaiba. Wrong one.
Yeah, Drew Kaiba versus Yugi.
That's true.
Yeah, we are officially in finals. Or, well, in finals. We are officially about to be in finals. Let's put it that way. Which one is Kaiba, Kaisa? Which one is E? Yugi.
Literally aura farming.
Yugi
and
versus
Kaiba.
Seto Kaisa.
Swap the S for the B. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my hero is Kaisa. Yugi boy, yeah! Yogumi. Complaining always works. I agree, Young Mung. Yeah, it's Yi versus Kaisa. Kaiba is the blue eyes one. Yeah, but the name fits better. The name fits better this way. You know.
They're locking in.
This is just no world.
This is the aura right here. This is more aura. What do you mean?
You think?
Yeah. Okay, until he starts
He's
picking
got
his nails.
more
Never
aura
mind.
than
He
the
had more aura. He had more aura.
2018 Hearthstone Global Games champion Omega Zero.
Bro, is he?
Hearthstone.
Yep. Hearthstone gamer.
Right.
Hearthstone was the second game I ever covered.
Asleep. Z.
He just literally falls asleep on the final stage.
Maybe. Yeah, it's too bad they didn't give him the medals since they're, you know. I think they may be the best of their decks. It's just my guessing on their placements here.
That's true.
Hmm.
As long as
that would be
best of,
cool.
yeah, as long as best of is counted. I assume it's counted like highest placement. Not just like counted in Swiss rounds or something. Because it would make it easier to do it this way, right? Based on placement. So they both are getting their best of Yi and best of Kaisa.
Okay.
Wait, have we seen this Yi play? Yi player?
Yes, we did have him on stream.
I have an idea who's gonna win here, guys.
Okay.
The
I'm
guy
listening.
wearing a
Our
white shirt,
therapist.
Okay.
glasses,
Okay.
and black hair.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I think I got this.
I like
stole
that. I
this
like
from
that call.
Billy Chat, by the way. I stole this from Billy Chat.
I mean, Valmo is in the finals, so Valmo must be
Yeah.
good.
This is the Vialma Yi that we saw.
Okay.
Remember us talking about it.
Oh, yes.
Definitely, this is not the matchup that Vialma is in for. there's just no way that that's why you want it. But
Yeah, Kaisa goes, I'm not retreating anyway. This is my battlefield.
yeah,
She does feel that way. I would agree.
good against the purple deck, so they can't push out.
Gummy, it's embarrassing that you don't know who Weevil Underwood is.
Pokemon, guys. Weavile? That's a Pokemon.
You guys, there's no top seeding anything. Just roll the die in
Yeah.
the grand finals, as it should be.
Wait, what did the first guy roll? We only saw the second guy roll.
We saw
11.
11.
Oh.
You can't pitch stack with Mundo unless you... Because you have to shuffle because you recycle 3 at the same time.
You could.
How?
You put 1 card in your trash per turn at a time.
Right, right.
Yeah, you got to think of the corner cases when thinking of these things.
The only stacker we have is Vi.
True.
Because Vi can do it one at a time. Okay. Not a bad hand for the Kaiser. We see 2/2 drops, Darius and Ray. The mulligan is going to be interesting. Kana in the hand of the Yi with... I don't see the others.
Got early drops.
Yeah, that's good. Hard mulligan though, very hard mulligan. Honestly. Mulligan to waste Sentry and...
Darius, right?
Darius. Kept Student and Ray. Makes sense. I think maybe we mulligan to away Darius. Maybe because we're on Valmo and you can't retreat him back from Valmo.
Could be a consideration.
Yeah.
那就是调度诺手和哨兵。是的，我觉得应该是这么调度的。那我们看一下乙酸盐选手这边他是怎么样去进行一个调整。
没看错的话，对，刚刚手上是留了一个大。
Wait, is it mandatory to roll your sleeves when you're playing?
那对于他来说，应该
I don't think
Safe if you're
so.
wearing jackets.
Maybe.
Oh.
Can't have a card up your sleeve?
Magician.
That'd be bold. That'd be bold.
Imagine.
That would be. I
Is it
think
third
if
color?
you come in like full like caricature of a magician with the top hat and like the little wand and you're doing magic tricks the whole time, I think it's a lot. Like I think you just get a pass to cheat. Like if you're
I mean,
like
I
an
think-
anime villain, I think you should be allowed to do that.
Kaisa is doing magic tricks.
2费准时的拉文布鲁姆学生。
I don't know. I think it's smart to roll up
刚
your
看到
sleeves
右手的第一张又是一张哨
in
兵。
like games like this. I definitely with like jackets and like baggy sleeves have hit my deck too many times and
Oh,
mine
yeah.
knocked it
Fair.
red one.
Yeah,
拍下大
that's
步
fair.
或者是
So
后费
better safe than sorry. But
步之后会是一个5费，其实5费回合的跳费是舒服的，
我觉得还是要跳。
先跳。
All right. Start off with Ram.
Hit that boom.
在后续的回合当中能够打出非常
So you're...
不错的效果。
哦，可以有
I
2加
mean,
2哦。
can just develop.
Yeah, good hand from Kaisa. Just needs a couple
Wait,
late
they show
game
us
stuff.
did they show us the wrong deck for Mega Zero? It said one of Kaisa Survivor, right? And there's one in his hand, isn't there?
Uh-oh.
I think it probably. I
They
think
showed us the wrong deck, I think.
did the deck lists format that they're doing have the chosen champion like up top and then the deck list.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also-
Maybe it's possible. Yeah, I mean, I guess that would make sense, right?
公之书上去联防。是的。
Maybe.
It looks like it does.
It does. I have a
yeah.
screenshot from a Teemo deck
Yeah.
from before, and the chosen
Yeah.
champion is like a big card
Okay.
next to the.
Okay, so he's playing actually 2 copies. So he's in between some of the other players. Like some people are doing the one of, some are playing all 3. He's playing 2.
I just counted. The deck inside the box is 39 cards. So yeah,
I
it's
see.
separate
Yeah,
from
that makes sense.
the list it shows.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You meant on the screenshot. I thought you were like, I somehow counted the cards in his actual deck box, and
Actually, I did. Thank you very
Very
much.
impressive.
Why are you doubting me right now?
I'm not. I'm just
I feel
taken
like you're
aback
doubting
at
right
the
now.
pure skill.
Like, look at them. They're like slightly off center each of them. You can count them.
Oh, you can't tell? Oh, you can't see.
Yeah, you can tell. Oh, we have Charm, Discipline. Is that Dead Bloom in hand already?
And Kiana.
And Kiana, so kind of nice here. We only do have the 1 Dead Bloom in the entire deck, but if it's in hand, you don't have to go looking for it.
Absolutely.
This is the grand finals. Grand finals, Kaisa versus Yi. Omega 0. We just watched a beat a Yi to a
I really
pulp
like
by
this.
holding battlefields.
Yeah. I like the Kaisa hand. Really like it. A lot of units. And we see a cleave. It's a premium hand, really.
Yeah, that is nice.
So here you can send in Kaisa. She will die to the Kiana most likely, but you do get the draw, and you kind of lock the Kiana into that Valma, which is pretty interesting, pretty good. And then you can choose to retreat with the unit or Omega hold again, because Omega 0 is known for that. But this hand is good. If this Dead Bloom survives, Kaisa will struggle a little bit. It needs 1 Zhonya's for that Dead Bloom, and I think Yi has all the cards that they need.
就是做到明面上的6点，不让对面剑圣进来白换。
去以后，其实这个哨兵加新兵再加学生是可以来到一个7点。
2+2，手上是有射线的。
对，
他也可能考虑一个射线，再加上学生的效果，可以去平换剑圣。那么去联防卡莎那一侧也还行，但就是在于卡莎的战场是卑鄙之后的巢穴，就是你联防之后你是下不来的。某种程度上也契合他那个打法了，他就是会往一个战场里面会堆比较高。
I wonder if it's open decklist or not. If it's open decklist, I think you can consider holding here, because you know there's no primal, and the highest might they can send is a master lead, so you can potentially hold. If
I kind of doubt it's open because I know the whole like tournament is not open, but maybe the fact that they show them on the stream, like the players are allowed to see them for the finals. But it would be weird to like change it for just the final to be open. So
yeah.
Also, by the time they show the deck list on the stream, the players are already seated at the final table, so it's not like they'd have any chance to try and peek and see their opponent's deck list. Oh,
Yeah, this is
what?
finals.
Earthquake.
What's happening?
It's just camera shaking.
They're playing so hard right now that the entire place is shaking.
Yeah.
You can consider playing a student and a hopeful on top of the other student to try to hold there, and then keep Ray up. Is that if this the student, but yeah, 2-drop hopeful, keep mana up, I think is a consideration. You could also just Kaisa in the back, but I think the other one is.
Kaisa hopeful, bring back student.
I mean, just the highest amount of mites that you can put on the board, yeah.
And this is just giving up the other survivor in Vial Maw, most likely.
他是在考虑拍哨兵还是拍新兵吗？他场下又拍了一张卡莎，横了6费。选择哨兵。新兵对于他来说是一个非常重要的。
Very interesting that we're not Omega holding this time. Maybe because we want Stat Kiana to die, so we want units to be in the back so we can push them, push the Kiana with the cleave. But,
I've heard that Belvins is not a good person, is what I'm being told in my chat right now.
What?
People are crap talking Belvins right now.
Classic.
Classic.
Oh, we like Blevins.
No Belvins. We don't like
Yeah,
Belvins.
that's
It's
true.
what they're saying.
Oh, well, that's
They said-
Oh yeah,
Oh.
he's not great.
And they're saying, you're casting with the whole tournament sideways. Glad you're enjoying it. They're good people, except Belvins.
specifically Belvin.
Bro, what's happening again? Are we sure it's not earthquakey?
This secondary stage, I guess they didn't secure the top camera very well or test it that well.
Oh, it's the side one too. It was the side one too.
Yeah, the whole stage is shaking. The crowd's going wild. The roar of the crowd shaking the cameras. Probably not. It's probably just not secured very well. This stage is stuff. Okay, not.
We're gonna see a
contesting
charm
the
come out.
Kaisa. Oh yeah. Charm makes sense.
I think charm should happen on the Kaisa in the back and not the Kaisa that's holding Valmo. Because if you charm, unless you plan on double charming, because if you charm the Kaisa on the Valmo, then the other one in the back can come in again and conquer, get the draw. Whereas if you let them get the hold point, which they will anyway, because they have so many different units, you can just Oh, did I not say Zanyas?
No,
Zanyas
he just
is
drew
really
it.
good.
He just drew it off of the
Yeah,
Kiana
that's what I.
trigger.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I said Yi only needs Zanyas.
Mm,
And
yeah.
yeah, I like that charm on the Kaisa in the back. Really good.
Yeah, this Kiana's gonna be difficult to deal with. Play the Zanyas in the back. Could just charm again. What else can be kept up here? There's discipline. Yep, just gonna pass with 4 rinse up.
Yeah, double discipline, I believe, even. So, really good pass. I want to see how they're gonna use that rain.
Huge, we just went over this. It does because it shows the chosen champion next to the legend, and then it shows the main deck after that. So the chosen champion survivor was there, and then there's one in the main deck.
It's a bit.
It is kind of confusing how it's shown.
Yeah, I don't like how they have it, but I'm sure they probably explained it better than you know, they actually explained it or whatever. But we'll see here.
Yeah, I mean, I think the way that they show the chosen champion is fine, but they should just also include it in the main deck.
Then people will be like, why are they running 4 Kaisas? How do you do that? Can I run 4 Kaisas in my deck?
Belvins, no Belvins. They can't do that.
No, see, that doesn't fit Belvins because he has an encyclopedic knowledge
Yeah,
of the
he would
rules,
know.
but
Belvins
hides
would
them
know.
incorrectly. Yeah.
-1 RP.
I know, immersion ruined, Chad. I'm sorry.
Now I know Belvins isn't a real person.
And you can now sleep at night. You're welcome.
That's true. That's true. Hey, honestly, that's true.
I think sadly Belvins probably is a real person, just not me.
No.
We all know Belvins. Anyway.
Darius can still play hopeful plus keep up a spell. But what does this accomplish? Because double discipline, you know, is like within the range. So this is 7 into 6, can be 8, can be 10. So okay, this covers for 10. This line. which is kind of crazy, right? I mean, he is covering for this. I guess it makes the most sense because you are just gonna draw off Dreaming Tree with the cleave if this goes up to 10. So I guess really, I mean, there's no other line that makes sense. You are forced to play the cleave though before the other discipline, so Yi does get to hold on to the discipline. Does not have to play it out.
但是打完之后是不是应该没有费用了？对，看一下。它是8费的8费的回合嘛，对吧？没错。通过之后，乙酸盐还会再打一张训练有素，那么是平换。
I mean, here you bluff Defy. But we see that the discipline that trades into the Darius. Kaisa will still get the points because of the units, but we kill Darius, which is really good.
Yeah, and you get to save the Kiana with these on his hourglass. Kaisa gonna be able to go up to 5. I think this it's possible this point matters because of the fact that like usually of course like you're playing for point tempo 4-6 8 here, but like it's going to be hard to double cap every single turn, and this 5 may allow for a single cap to set up the 6 to set up that final like double conquer.
I found the spot for Valma. Valma was good here. Kaisa couldn't retreat. Kaisa would have retreated 100% in this spot. That Kaisa on the Valma, but she can't.
Yeah,
So we found a use for the. I mean, the Valma mattered here. Tasty, if that's a top deck, I mean eggplant, is such a good draw.
拍在巢穴上面去做4+4的联防会不会好一点？因为这回合乙酸盐它是明牌只有8费，是的，8费
It's exactly what you need in this spot.
不让卡莎被白吃，虽然说我会撤不下来，但是我可以拿到这份聚手分的话，我的分数就很有优势了。对，所以刚才这个新兵拍在场下，可能从长线来看是一个比较保险的。
I think you draw just because even though you have a lot of okay, then maybe they calculated something quicker than I did. It depends if Tasty is coming down or not. If Tasty is coming down, then I think draw is better.
This is accelerate Tasty.
Because you'll most likely be on 10 runes next turn anyway, so...
Yi is tapped out. This Acathian Rain is actually... So it's expensive.
True.
But it would get a full clear and set you up to go to 7 with an empty board from Yi. Which is a pretty solid game state.
Yeah. You'd have to get like some sort of confront turn probably to threaten that with the amount of runes in play.
Singularity would be about 100 times better than Rain.
I mean, yeah, that is true. Okay, there's another line considering though. This push in. Okay. Or are they gonna make him commit to that? Did he quit just because he moved?
Wait, is that a translucent Boro?
That's what I was actually just thinking.
It does look like it is.
Oh,
It does look like it.
that's
A
amazing.
jelly Poro that you can put in your brie and whatever.
Different type of jelly. Different type of jelly.
But still just as delicious.
Wait, so you agree that jelly goes with brie and croissants?
Yeah.
Thank
Definitely.
you! Thank you!
That's like a Christmas. That's like a like Northeast Christmas specialty.
Yeah, you can even like wrap it with strings at Halloween so that when the croissant blows up, it's in a pumpkin shape.
Blows up.
Like expands.
You're just making a sandwich.
Yeah,
I'm making a pumpkin.
pumpkin sandwich.
It's called a decoration.
Mm.
It's called charisma via food.
Okay, so Kiana dies. Use the Ray just to be able to save a unit. In this case, either the student or the hopeful. But the rest of the hand is not good.
Yeah, I mean,
Not as
but
good.
the thing is you can dump units and then potentially just use Rain to try and close out the game from 6 points, right? You've got multiple units to play on the back.
Yeah, because you don't care
And
about runes if you're
exactly,
trying to
the runes
finish.
don't matter anymore. The Rain is all about just completely trying to completely wipe the board.
Yeah, I like that.
真可以想象这种方式，
因为好像对的，
因为可以抽一张牌，而且
That's
之后可以在后场去铺垫2+2+2。
因为这个
actually
也没啥其他的事儿能干了，而且你在打
pretty good.
以后，你还可以再补后场的新兵。
这张抽牌可能会比较关键一点，又抽到了一张射线，那这张射线就可以去。
That's actually so good. That's actually genius. I think this player is the best player I've ever seen.
回满了，那就是后场沉淀3张单位，这样子可以做到防王花。
That makes sense because you've never seen me play.
需要牵尾。
Oh.
And also would make sense if you had seen me play too.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I think that was such a clean play, actually. So to explain it a little bit, keeping the student there doesn't really do anything. We know that there's a Yi. They have their orange Yi that can accelerate the entry ready. There's probably a Death Bloom or another Tasty or something accelerated. So that student will most likely eat that retreat, and next turn, right, during the Yi turn, regardless. So you're doing it now so that you actually can play the student right now, and then do the thing that Cass just said, which is using the array to clear out the board and then pushing with units. But now that you've actually retreated it's basically like coming back with your students, right?
Yep.
Basically the same thing. You did the same thing, but you just drew one and ramped one, and now you have the maximum amount of might that you can have in your base to be able to potentially finish the game with the Rain push with 2 units.
You drawing a picture of his opponent?
Imagine.
It's like, hold on. Wait. I have to draw you.
Kuvi, can you explain it to me like I'm 5? Oh my god.
Please don't.
Wait, was it not clear what I said?
It was very clear.
Okay.
Don't play into Gummy. Really hope there's a way to acquire those Poro trackers because they're amazing. It's like everywhere you can get, there's sleeves, there's deck boxes, there's dice. Everyone has that, but a Poro point tracker, that's unique.
And a translucent one at that.
Right?
I really want to see what they're calculating.
They forgot to give their dinner order to the production staff, I think. So like
8 p.m. or 9 p.m. their time, like
double cheese, extra fries.
I have a question.
That would get ordered in China.
Question: is it allowed to type on a piece of paper but then hide? The opponent doesn't. You don't put it on the table. Like the opponent doesn't see what you've written.
assume you can hide what's written.
Okay.
I don't know the rules for it, but I assume you can hide what's written.
I have to go through the tournament rules again. I'm not actually sure about that.
Because note taking is allowed, but I'm not sure, like, whether you are required to keep it visible on the table.
See, even if you have to reveal it, you just the true tech is that you write at the top. If you read this, you stink, and no one will ever try.
Yeah, they can't read it. Yeah, they won't want to read it.
Oh no, I don't want to stink.
If they don't develop enough might on battlefield, they could just literally lose.
According to AI Overview, in official rules, players can take written notes and refer to them during games. The rules do not require specific methods for note taking, but players may want to record blah 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 blah.
就暴雨就输了，是的，暴雨就直接输了，非常的脆弱。但是大副好像大副去拍在 baby 之后的巢穴上面，然后让场下的新人变成活跃状态，可不可以？那就更小了呀。
What is this Yi of left in hand right now? Do we know, Kubi?
Yi has first mate, I think 2 dead booms, discipline.
I mean, this line so far is really soft terrain.
Yeah. It depends on this. Yeah, it is soft terrain though. But the discipline could matter.
It could.
拍场上也会被射线加暴雨全部解光，是的。
This 4 ends up.
讨论了这么多，对于乙酸盐来说，这只是一个还不确定的信息，所以他可能也在赌。
Okay, players do not have to reveal them to the opponents, like the notes, but the judges can ask for them, so it doesn't have to be on the table.
Nice.
And judges are allowed to ask you questions about the notes you take.
So is it true that if I read this, I stink?
What does this mean?
I mean, it's just a discipline to try and defend this now, and we know this is rain. I mean, this is just GG Kaisa, yeah.
Yep.
Game 1 going to Omega 0.
Omega 1 in this situation.
True. But this is exactly what we thought the setup was, right? You just get 2 units down, you try and set up the board so that you can just fire off rain and win.
Because this is at 7. So what do you do? So 4 on Tasty and 2 on Poki? If you do that, then Discipline gets on Tasty.
What do you mean?
If you
Tasty's a 6? You put 4 on Tasty?
No, 7.
Oh, does it have a buff?
Tasty's buffed.
Ah, okay,
yeah,
okay,
that
okay.
buff will actually be problematic.
Yeah,
But we have a Ray. I see the Ray. I see the Ray.
We do have Ray. Do we have enough?
Yeah,
there's plenty of runes. It's 12 runes.
Okay. Then yes.
You can Darius with this rain.
I guess just playing around.
That's funny.
Prevent spell damage, right?
I don't even know if you play around that here. I mean, I think you just let her.
Well, I mean, that's probably what they're considering. I
mean,
like you probably can't beat it in this. You almost certainly can't beat it in this scenario. So you just say, if you have it, let's go game 2.
Yep. So, 4 Fey Folk, 2 Pookie. I wonder if he's thinking about 5 Fey Folk, 1 Pookie, but I don't think it really matters.
I feel like it's the same, right?
Yeah, it is. There you go. 4 Fey Folk.
加2战就是每位仙灵点4下，然后另外一边去点2下，但是这时候加2的话，仙灵是不会死，但是。我们应该在我手中还是有一张，
对，可以补刀，
有张射线，它可以补。
对，这里只有决斗架势加灭世才行。如果是训练有素的话，你是没有灭世的费用的。
那这个场面对面没有任何的费用了。Omega Zero 知道，
可以肆无忌惮的输出了。
他的射线
I mean, Rain won the game again, so can't be bad.
拿下这一局啊，可以说。
对。
I won't bring up the fact that you called it a blank card in the matchup before. We don't need to. We don't need
It
to
is a
go
blank
over
card.
Multiple times we've seen Rain winning the game
It
for
literally
this
is.
matchup.
Well, okay, blank was extreme, but the card is like bad in this matchup.
It's okay, Blevins has bad opinions. Not Blevins. Kubi has bad opinions, guys. He also
I do
doesn't
too.
like jelly with your croissant and brie. So, just bad opinions all over.
This is like the 3rd or 4th raid we've seen Juicy in this tournament so far. I mean, it might have just changed. It might have changed.
Had a delicious peanut butter and jelly sandwich on homemade cinnamon bread for breakfast. So I'm very pro jelly right now.
I need to get jelly in my apartment. Also, we'll say I don't think the Kaisa can win. And not because the deck's not good, but because no world champion can win in front of RC. It's like actually part of my curse and lore. It was already proven yesterday, so.
Sure. Wow. Good thing Mega Zero is not actually a world champion. Just the winner of the Hearthstone Global Games, which was a team tournament that he won.
Oh,
in Hearthstone.
What does that mean? Actually, this like difference. Just wondering.
A team tournament for Hearthstone?
Well, yeah, I'm like wondering like what is the difference between like global versus world?
Well, it's just not a Hearthstone World Championship. Like the global, it's just a different tournament.
Level?
No. Global Games, I mean, he won $50,000, but
Global Games is the name of the company, not
name of the. It's the name of the tournament.
The size of the tournament.
Yeah.
So it's like a community level world global championship, like a grassroots.
No.
The name of the company that produced the tournament is Global Games or something like that.
No. Like it was run by Hearthstone, but this was a country-based like team tournament. It was not a world championship. It was like a.
Okay, no, I'm actually back on
Wait,
RC
you're
side here.
telling
That
me?
is definitely.
You're telling me
technically, it didn't include all
called-
193 countries, so it couldn't technically be a world's tournament, but it was global because it spanned the entirety of the globe.
It's not called a world
But it wasn't-
championship.
It's not called a global championship, but it's called the global championship, but just not where. The
So are we?
global
Do we
is
call like
company is
MSI
called
winners in
global.
League of Legends world champions?
Aren't they?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's
they
like
win
a
MSI.
mid-year world championship.
That's-
It's
Versus just
literally from every single country.
further and further moving towards just
I
Rage
went-
Bait. Just an
I
insane.
know. I went to MSI. That's where I watched Faker lose. And then they were like, he's gonna bring it back at Worlds. So obviously they're equivalent. If he can
No,
reclaim
that's
his
not.
championship at Worlds after losing at MSI.
That's not what that means at all.
How else would you reclaim your title if you lost at MSI and you're reclaiming it at Worlds?
Okay. According to Ursi, any international tournament that ever happens is a world championship. That's what we got here.
Championship? And it's global? Then how is it not a world championship?
It's not called a championship. It was the Global Games.
I don't see the difference between these two
Between
pictures.
the words games and championship, those are very different. Ursi, I don't know if it's a me problem anymore. You don't see the difference between those two words.
Don't see the difference.
Very different words.
This is very confusing.
Gummies cleansing. I'm so stunned.
I don't understand. What's it called when you win a game?
Muting Ursi. We're good. We're good.
I'll stop.
Internally muted.
如果说开营敌号令的一个情况下，刚好抽上来一个2费单位，
那还可以去补一下曲线。
对，那就很舒服。我觉得应该没有其他的选择了，还是说他想把这一张迎敌号令留到后面的，有苍岩或者是说其他大怪的这样的一个情况下去使用呢？但如果现在不用，那就掉太多。
Alright, so this is a mirror of what happened in the semifinals of the double God Willows Grove Game 2 after Omega Zero won Game 1.
You know what you should do here? You should not play the... I think actually interesting. Yeah, you should not play the Grove, I think. If you want to counter this strategy. Because Kaisa's just outsmarting Yi completely. But if they haven't played against each other, so maybe they don't know. But you should leave Grove until third battlefield because you know Kaisa is gonna play the Grove, and then you can just go on it yourself and not give Kaisa the value of the Grove on the other side, basically. But you would need to have the information, which is not doable unless it's like open deck list or you've seen the person play before. Okay, discipline used to just cycle is horrible start.
Yeah, no, it's tough. I mean, starting with the Zonias into turn 2 discipline into nothing. You know, the rest of this hand for Mega Zero isn't initially playable, but it doesn't matter because you have the chosen champion, so you can just go for Kaisa.
Can we talk about something? If you go into the champion, look at all the champions in the game right now. I think 90%, 95% of them have a rune cost. Okay? Almost all of them. At least one, right? Why does the legends that cheats out already rune cost by her ability have a champion that doesn't cast rune? Question for the philosophers.
Because she used her cheat cost ability on herself.
Oh, true. Good point.
Implying that she's a spell in some way. Canonically.
好像是，不知道是不是上个回合抽上来的，应该不是。如果是的话，他其实就没有必要留那2费了。
I think she's almost low-key the only one that shouldn't have a champion that costs zero runes. But the Yi hand has a lot of expensive stuff, double watcher, time warp. Today you're gonna have a pretty good late game. As long as they kind of don't get behind on board right now in the next 2 turns.
Yeah, I'm wondering what... Okay. Ended up having the sentry. I didn't actually see the sentry, so this makes a lot of sense.
Omega hold?
Yeah, just go up to 8s. You know, you don't have to run into anything like a Dead Bloom plus on guard yet. Don't even have to worry about Dead Bloom yet. It's not 8 runes yet. So this just plays around Master Yi trying to run in. And use Master Yi plus actually it can't be Master Yi plus anything. It's only 7 runes for this turn.
Yeah, this looks pretty rough for Yi, honestly. The falling behind on points like this is horrible. I think the discipline that was used just to cycle made the game really hard.
Fujitora HS, yeah, we saw that. We realized that Omega is a Hearthstone World Champion who we determined already.
I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out.
I have Gumi raging and I have Gumi rage baiting me in my channel now. He says if you win the Olympics, it's not the same thing as winning the World Championships. I'm like,
this is very. All I'm saying is that Gummy, this is very Belvin's energy of you. Is all I'm saying.
I don't understand. It's like I'll help you rage bait. I'm like I'm not rage baiting. I don't understand.
It gets too late. Everyone starts rage baiting. I hate it. Get me out. Omega Zero, just take us home.
Yeah. I kind of like the charm. Actually, don't charm here because you want to keep discipline plus Defy up for any trick that's coming, really. Because you could stop the Kaisa from going to 4, and stopping the Kaisa from going to 4 here is pretty important. And charming the Kaisa doesn't really do anything. I mean, it kills the Kaisa, but the Kaisa is not conquering. The draw will happen anyway because there's another unit on the God Willow. So, Progress Day.
Progress Day?
其实如果是现在的这个情况下，如果我不太着急的话，我会有点想开这个进化率。但
I mean, inherently, I don't really dislike Progress Day if the deck building follows, and by that I mean, I don't think you can play Progress Day and Void Seeker in the same deck or like multiples of them at least, because your Kaisa already has a lot of one-cost things that are very good, like the Stupefy, the Cleave, the Ray. So drawing a lot is fine because you're gonna make up for that tempo loss by using all those one-cost spells that are gonna gain back the tempo that you lost from just passing a whole turn almost. So that's fine, but with Voidseeker, I think they clash too much. And Kaisa already cantrips so much, I don't think you need that much draw.
这里按照之前的局势来说，他会撤吗？感觉是不是还反而会去加重他的防御？
And this spot is interesting. Do you even watch her here just to get over the Kiana and get the points go to 4? Or you pass?
询问对手的费用数量，那么下个回合是会来到剑圣的9费回合。
What are you doing? Is Progress Day action? I need to look.
I think progress day is like slow, like.
Okay, it's not an action, so it can't be played during the opponent's turn.
Yeah, it's slow.
Just regular ass speed.
Okay, so this pass means I will not force and go to point 4 by playing Watcher. I will basically try to keep tricks in my hand and get the points from holding. Well, okay, we choose the Watcher. I think they're both interesting choices. I think Watcher is better and guarantees you to get the points. I don't think you can hold against C in the spots if they have White Flame, for example.
加纳现在是4点。
4点战力，然后如果说出现一张训练有素的情况下，也是没有办法去解决问题的。
加纳这边是减了3。
And Watcher is good here because you have 2 battlefields that have important units. There's like Kaisa that you want to kill, and the other unit that are both on God Willow, so the Kaisa will draw if they hold, and then there's Watcher that needs to die as well on the other battlefield that will draw if they get to hold. So I don't think you will have the resources to deal with both. So worst case scenario next turn is if he gets like 1 battlefield, but and that's even fine for the Kaisa, I think.
如果这个时候被解掉了，可能后续的对局你想要返场会很困难。
是。
选择直接被解掉了，但是手上。 目前还没有其他质量生物，野酸盐他也选择。
Am I yapping too much? Tell me if I'm yapping too much.
No, you're fine. We're good.
帮他加到8。
双场8点的。
Cass and I are dying.
It's been a long 2 days.
Makes sense.
We're melting, yeah.
Melting in my chair.
Like the brie in your.
Gonna get the soju angle.
就乙酸盐他没有选择去相信下一张牌。 可能会抽上来决斗架势，
对他还是想
Not yapping enough, true.
上的战力去进行进攻会比较保险一点。
但
Not yapping
他
enough.
会留下1费，其实，在对手
单放一个新人在场上，新兵在
Alright,
场上。
placing
So
8 on the bottom to try and play into trading if you run into Dead Bloom here.
This is salvageable.
And then moving
The
back,
charm
leaving
is.
only 4 on the other side though.
Yeah, don't really like that.
Quick note, you might want to turn on your recording.
I did.
Okay, cool, just to make sure.
Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, we did hit 12. I didn't start it before this series, so I am gonna have to make Sam like splice things together. But I did start the recording, so we will not lose any amount of it. Nice, nice that too.
I can give y'all a what's it called? Editor, so you can just download it to my bot as well.
Sweet.
训练有素在手上，1、2、3、4、9费，冲的话是打不了训练有素的。
对，所以他就只能去打。
Gotta see. I think this is salvageable because of that. The fact that Kaisa pulled back there. If there's a white flame here, it's literally the best case scenario for Yi. But I think you can do stuff with the Dead Bloom, and the charm is gonna be what saves you this game for the Yi. You actually need 1 more if you can. And then you would be very happy about that, I think.
新兵内侧这一费，我们家 Zero 如果有反制手段的话，比如说来张射线，
对，
So you could go there and then charm the Watcher into the Tasty, which is risky. Okay, well, that happens, we have Defy, but then you won't be able to charm. Question.
Hey, we have the chain.
The chain graphic's so funny. They've like barely been able to use it, but it's like a very cool idea.
I like the idea. Every time there's a chance, they pop it up and hope it though.
Yeah, that Watcher surviving is gonna be a problem. I wonder if... okay. I wonder if Dead Bloom is better there. Yeah, double Void Seeker. Very, very interesting to play Void Seeker with multiple Void Seekers with Progress Day. But the Kaisa just has all the Watchers, so we'll always be able to get the Conqueror. DE needs a lot more meat on the board. White Flame is needed every single time. Every single time I see this matchup, I'm like, White Flame is necessary here in almost every spot.
I mean, the thing is, too, is like, it's way too many early points for you to be able to deal with this, right? Like, this is
Yeah.
Progress Day, like, Kaisa with the triple Watcher, like, all Time Warp, all this late game. So you let her get this many points early, which it was unavoidable. It's not like he had hand that could actually stop this, but like, you let Kaisa get this many points early, and you're only at 2, so you're not like presenting any pressure back. This is like infinite time for a Mega Zero to find a double conquer and win. Like, you can take all the time in the world to find it.
Retreating the Sentry. Okay, retreating the Sentry here is because... So the Sentry was there to basically hold against a Dead Bloom that may come in, right? Now, we don't care about Dead Bloom coming in because we have the third Watcher. If Dead Bloom comes in, that means most likely we'll be able to finish the game because you can just watch her back, the third Watcher, and then finish the game. And you actually need that Sentry as a body, as a way, extra might to push in after you've Watchered. So it makes sense to play back here. I think it's actually really smart. And I like that both Watchers are on battlefields. That's also very smart.
Forced to start with Discipline just to try and draw. Has a pair of Charms. Has a hand that doesn't really do anything. It's nothing. I mean, this is... He can't get there. He sees it. I mean, like, immediately he sees this hand just doesn't do it.
Yep.
That's it. That's game. Omega Zero gonna take it on Kaisa. Kaisa winning another tournament. 4 out of 5 tournaments in China so far. Won by Kaisa. The biggest one yet is also picked up by Kaisa. I mean, the deck is crazy. The deck is it is too good. The doubters will keep saying that something can be better, that Yi could be better, that Aurora could be better. It's just not true. It is just...
I don't think it's Yi is the problem. Is maybe the problem. And then maybe it's nothing, but I like this to me was optimized Kaisa with masterful play, and to be honest, the last 2 rounds didn't look that close.
No,
like it just seemed like Kaisa was a step and a half ahead at all times.
There's a lot of people that say like the reason Kaisa is good is because it like, or the reason Yi is good is because it beats Kaisa, right? Like I hear people say this, and then you watch this, and it's like, how is Yi good to Kaisa? And I know that these draws haven't been amazing, and there's the copium that none of them played around Kathy and Rain, and it's like, okay, I mean, maybe we can VOD review that whole thing and talk about how Yi theoretically could win, but it's just like, come on, like these games are dominant. These series are dominant from Omega Zero, and it just like shows what masterful Kaisa play can do. And this deck is like, people are probably like drooling on themselves playing Kaisa and still like doing really well. And then this is what happens when you are the best, when you are so good, so refined on it.
Yeah, I think some of the deck building, like the progress day, and then the keeping in the rain post sideboard into unyielding. I think some of the things are suspicious, but the play, I think Omega Zero is genuinely the best player I've seen throughout the 5 tournaments that I've watched in the Chinese tournaments.
Yeah, Mega Zero did a fantastic job with Kaisa in this set.
It's what we would expect from a Hearthstone World Champion, for sure.
My curse isn't that strong, I guess, guys. My curse isn't that strong.
Kaisa is broken from a lot of reasons, Again, the color combination is broken. Might reduction and damage is really strong. She gets a, again, champion that doesn't cost a rune and is very good because of the acceleration and the draw. 50% of the deck cantrips, so there's no hand issues. So inherently, no hand issues, so as in no card advantage issue, and no mana issue. So if you explain this to any player who plays card games, regardless of what they know about Riftbound, they're gonna say, yeah, that's broken. A deck that has infinite cards and infinite mana, yes, it will be very strong. And on top of that, there's broken finishers. Like Watcher is the best card in the game, Fallen Star, second best card in the game, and then there's a package of broken cards. Stupefy is broken, Darius is broken, Student is broken, and yeah, guess so it's a mix of all of these things that are making Kaisa the threat that she is.
Let's not forget that your chosen champion is probably one of the best chosen champions that you can have.
Even she draws.
Yep.
And conquers.
来了吗？2张蓝色符文就可以让千尾以活跃状态进场，手中的千尾已经蓄势待发了。千尾监视者
There he goes. Yeah, he's show him the Watcher. That's the game. Oh my god. I want to see him pick up the ring. I want to see him pick up the ring.
Oh my god.
I want to go to sleep, but I want to see him pick up the ring.
I think I'm staying up all day to reset my schedule.
Nice. I mean, I say I do that, and then 2 hours later,
Run!
I'm in bed.
Run! Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you didn't. Deserved congratulations to Omega Zero, Omega Holder.
Where's the ring?
Where is the ring?
Where's the ring?
Do they not have it?
Who cares about that?
Yeah, we don't care about the misfortune. I mean, that is a very cool promo. Congratulations.
I also want to see the
ring?
best of promo. I want to see the best of Kaisa. Where's that? And then the
Yeah,
ring.
you see it.
Are they gonna put the ring?
I don't think they've made the best of yet, to be honest. Oh, sign the camera?
Wait.
Sign the camera?
Like, what is this Disney Channel?
Oh.
You did it?
You missed? Oh, there we go. There. It's not in focus. It's not in focus.
They just stuck glass in front of it.
Yeah. Not in focus.
Illusion broken.
The camera. Yeah,
I'm
illusion
not gonna
broken.
lie, I
What was
also thought that.
I was like, the least they could do is not show it in the shot, you know?
Yeah, this is like when I saw the zipper on the back of the old Godzilla movies. It ruined it for me as a kid.
Yeah.
What a beast.
What a beast. Wait, when's the next tournament?
I don't know.
There's not an announcement,
Yeah.
or at least that I've heard of either.
I have not heard of any of the next Chinese tournament being announced. So whenever it gets announced, I'm on board.
Which one of the NA ones are you casting?
We're going to SCGCon Vegas for 10K, and we're streaming that one on this channel.
Basically.
23rd, yeah. November 23rd.
And kick butt?
Gag. I'll probably watch party it as well. Maybe on YouTube or
Yeah,
Twitch.
you should.
Pretty fun.
Yeah. We can do it, Ursi, if you want.
I'm gonna be at CCS. I'm gonna be at CCS.
Oh, yeah.
But otherwise, I would do it. I'd do the dual stream again if I wasn't at CCS. I had a lot of fun this weekend with the co-stream. So. Prediction when they have printed product again. I think like Target, Walmart gonna continue to put product out randomly, and then December for stores. Is my assumption.
Who's winning the Vegas one? Who are you guys betting on?
Kaisa.
No, who? Not
Oh, okay.
what legend?
Like what person? I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people going.
In a friend group.
Prismat will be in attendance, right?
Yeah.
Does Prismat go to tournaments?
I think he's planning on it for Riftbound. Oh, the ring. The ring.
Yes.
Ooh. Bro, we gotta put it on. Nah, I probably don't put it on. I have a friend group from Makana that's gonna be at SCT if they play. I would go to them.
Nice.
That looks cool.
Put the ring on.
I was gonna say I'm immediately putting that thing on.
Yeah, like
put the
shove it
ring on.
I want someone in a set cosplay too.
I mean, I guess they're gonna have to size the ring for him, but maybe they don't. Maybe it's just a trophy that sits in a case.
The ring in my hand.
Oh, if I'm winning a ring that's going to be worth multiple thousands, if not dozens of thousands of dollars, they're sizing it for me. Although I do have a jewelry school that's not that far from where I am, and we did make our wedding rings, so I can definitely do it.
Ooh. Oh, the Talbot is an auction. That's at 26,000, by the way.
It's an auction. Oh,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was just one that was up for 26,000. No one bought it yet, but according to someone in my chat, it's an auction.
Oh,
yeah.
What is 5,000? What does that mean?
This is their winnings. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this is their winnings.
What is it in USD?
It's in
definitely not USD.
No.
No, I know, but what is it in USD?
The total prize pool was 30,000 in USD, so it's chopped up from there.
Probably a few thousand.
It's $702 USD.
There we go.
0.7 5,000. 10,000 is 1,500 essentially. So the 20,000 would be.
He's got too many things. They've got too many things.
Yeah, you can't keep giving him stuff. He's gonna start dropping them.
Oh, the ring is so cool. Yeah, his is 50.
Okay, so it's like 7,000. Pretty cool.
I hope we stick with championship rings. I hope we get rings.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Rings for a bunch of tournaments.
Rings. I would also accept belts.
Yeah, I mean, we do belts in TFT. We talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
The belts for Vegas and Macau and Paris are sick.
Necklace would be cool. Or championship corset. Anyone?
Championship wig.
Let's go.
Championship wig.
Cool.
Made from real Poro fur.
Yeah, true.
Oh. Are they gonna reveal a champion?
I don't think so, but they're probably just saying maybe the next big thing in China is gonna be during Spirit Forge or for Spirit Forge launch or something. I'm not sure. We'll see. I mean, they're not far away from Spirit Forge, right? Yeah, it's a month away, right? So they might not have any more big tournaments on this set. This might have been their big blowout for this set.
A championship hoodie would be trash. Gummy, come on.
I want one made though.
Something that you can get at Hot Topic is not something I want to win as a prize.
5-foot Jinx wig.
Well, that's gonna put a button on it for our weekend. Thanks so much everybody for coming and hanging out. Congrats to Omega Zero. Amazing performance. I mean, some of the best Riftbound play I've seen yet. Just ever, I guess. I mean, this is a masterclass, so really well-deserved winner. Thanks, Kuvi, for hanging out. Thanks, Bud, for dropping in. And thanks, Ursi, for hanging out with me all weekend. Committing to the total of over 24 hours. Yeah, 25 hours that we put into this. So if you want to shout anything out before we go, please do.
I don't know if I have any shout outs. Thanks guys for having me. Sorry for all my misspoken things. I know I said a lot of misspoken things. I appreciate you guys putting up with me. And I'm just going to try to keep getting better at casting Riftbound. So always happy to take advice or any feedback. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun meeting everyone in Turn Sideways. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you guys having me on.
I think you did great. It was a lot of fun having you. It's nice to meet you as well. And yeah, thanks for coming by. Hopefully we can do some more fun stuff in the future, especially because I'm sure we'll be at some events together. But before we go, Blevins, send us away. Or Belvin, send us away. One of the two.
No, I'm not doing. He does not. He's not going to get it. That is going to be it for the Shanghai National Tournament, the first really big Riftbound tournament we've had. If you have not already, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff on the Turn Sideways channel, as well as Ursi's channel as well. If you haven't seen it already, we do have a podcast called The Winning Point right here on this very channel. We've got awesome videos like Cass, Charmer, and company opening 1,500 packs of Riftbound that you should go check out and all that. So make sure that you've subscribed and that you're going to subscribe if you haven't already, because it does help. But for the Turn 'em Sideways crew, for Ursi, for Kuvi, for everyone else, I've been Blevins, and we'll see you on the next one.